The heavier snow has moved off to the east, and we have just a few lingering flurries out there. I'll have the details on your forecast for tonight coming up.
District decision time. Your child could study in a new school next year.
And downtown streets clear after a Columbia shooting. Why no one is talking. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
Happy kids and disgruntled drivers. The year's first significant snowfall hit mid-Missouri today.
KOMU 8 meteorologist Michelle Bogerwith shows us what you can expect out of your evening. Michelle?
Well, most of that snowfall has slowly started to come to an end, at least that heavier activity that's now pushed off further to the Metro St. Louis area. You will notice that there might be a few lingering flurries, though, behind this system as it makes its way on through the state of Missouri. Overnight tonight, I'm expecting the snow to finally taper off.
Good afternoon. You're looking live over west central Missouri on this Thursday, November 10th. Here's what's making news at this hour. Back to the drawing board, a new approach to Lake of the Ozarks boundaries.
Taking a stand, students pitch in to try to keep local residents from losing their homes.
And proposed changes for I-70. Will you get nickeled and dimed? KOMU 8 News, first at 5, starts now.
Live from Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News, first at 5.
Here's a live look over the lake right now where embattled residents learned today most of them won't have to leave their property. Good afternoon, I'm Angie Bailey.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. A federal agency is now telling Ameren, Missouri to withdraw its territory around the Lake of the Ozarks so residents won't be in a violation of a government boundary. KOMU 8's Ben Wagner has been following the story and joins us here in the studio. Ben, this old ruling would have caused some real problems.
Angie and Jim, nearly 1,300 homes at the Lake of the Ozarks were in violation of federal energy regulations. Now, that's according to a FERC decision. That's the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission this July, stating the homes were too close to the water line.
Budget battle. Students could see less money next year.
Vandalism hits a local senior center.
Possible changes on the road to Battle High School. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
Your college student will likely see less state aid this year. Good evening, I'm Angie Bailey.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. That's because the state won't have additional scholarship money for a growing pool of students. KOMU 8's Danny Spiewak reports the strain on the system follows the governor's budget priorities.
Paul Gordon has a vested interest in the Access Missouri Scholarship. He works as the director of financial aid at Stevens College, and he says a third of his students participate in the program.
It's a matter of I will oppose any effort to return to the very same policies that brought on this economic crisis in the first place.
Fighting Republicans, President Obama focuses on the American dream.
Falling behind, state schools drop in national rankings.
And Missouri state senators find some disturbing stickers here in the Capitol. KOMU 8 News at 10 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
Well, some state senators got an unsettling message at the Capitol today. Good evening, I'm Angie Bailey.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. KOMU 8's Caitlin Alexander joins us live in Jefferson City outside the Capitol with the latest on this story. Caitlin?
Jim and Angie, some Democratic state senators, 5 of them to be exact, left the Capitol tonight a little bit unsettled. That's after finding some frightening crosshair stickers.
And we're live here at the state capitol while the Missouri Legislative Black Caucus is screaming foul play. Story.
Facing budget cuts, a popular program leaves students without any food.
And a part of Joplin history comes down. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
The Missouri Black Caucus says there could be more discrimination in the workplace. Good evening, I'm Angie Bailey.
And I'm Blake Hansen. The group announced its worry if lawmakers continue the progression of that bill. KOMU's Jonathan Ketz joins us live from the state capitol to explain why the caucus is so upset. Jonathan?
Angie and Blake, good evening. We just learned that the Senate did not get to this bill today. Now, this is the bill right here. It's the Missouri Human Rights Bill, or Senate Bill 590.